It's the Leon's Charity Chat, and this month we're going to talk to Adam Veri, who volunteers with the Art in the Park, the Port Dover Summer Festival. Adam, good to see you. How are you?
Oh, well, it's as they say, it's good to be seen on the surface of Vulcan.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's going on with your background? Are you okay? Do you need help?
Well, uh, those are 2 different questions.
Yes, they are.
What's going on with the background? I don't know. I just decided I had the Bridge of the Enterprise up initially, and I thought, "I'll just go with the surface of Vulcan."
I like it. I like it. August 15th and 16th this year on the Saturday 10 till 6, on the Sunday 10 till 5. And you know what? I loved Art in the Park as a kid growing up. I got to be honest with you. It was just one of those things. We lived on St. Patrick Street. Every year we went up to the park and hung out for 2 days. It continues to grow and thrive. It's been what, 55 years, I think now. How'd you get involved?
Board of Trade, so the Port Dover Board of Trade, looks after Art in the Park Summer Festival. Um, it's one of the whole program that the Board of Trade has, let's say, is this Christmas Fest, Perch Derby, they're involved with Friday the 13th now, Sunday night concerts through the summer, banners and flowers on Main Street. Like, there's a lot that the Board of Trade does, and this is one of the things. And so basically the way it works is that one thing is ideally funding the next. So when I joined the Port Dover Board of Trade board of directors, we started to have a governance role in Summer Festival, and I, go help out with whatever, a little bit at a time. And then eventually I started helping more with the book sale, since there's a huge book
Yeah.
sale, and sorting and stacking. And then now over time, I've become, I don't know what my official title is, but I think Jan says I'm the book sale chair or book sale coordinator. Who cares? Anyways, the book sale is sort of my area. So that means that I go a couple times a week, receive the books, sort the books into broad categories, let's say, stack them when the time comes, go pick up the moving truck to move, because you get enough to fill a U-Haul,
Yeah.
fill it up, get some volunteers, get it down there, empty the thing, like all that stuff. So we have, I don't know, I don't even know, the whole one street is full of books, and it's a huge fundraiser for the Board of Trade. It really, really is important. Um, and so our book sale, I really like it as part of the summer festival because we don't price the books. It's take whatever you want and give us whatever you want. Here's a
It's by
bag.
donation. Yeah.
And so the community is really generous with their old books. We have a lot of big bulk drop offs too, like when people need to clear out, an estate, let's say, or even other
Yeah.
community yard sales. Like we just got a load of books from what was left over from the Marburg fundraising yard sale, so we'll get their books. Anyways, people are really generous. Um, and people are really generous when they fill a bag. Rather than pricing them, they just say, "Okay, here's $20, here's 50," like whatever they do. And so
Yeah.
it's really, really good because they know that all that money, we hope they know that all that money works its way directly back onto Main Street. Like it goes right back into other things that you or your family likes. So that's good. So, anyways, that's how I got involved. It's a long answer, I guess, but that's how I got involved was my book nerdiness and trying to find Star Trek paperbacks and um, the baseball biographies. I don't know how many Ted Williams autobiographies I've picked up and, donated a couple bucks for as they come in, that kind of stuff. So
It's amazing too, the variety of, folks that come there, like the amount of crafts and that you guys get. It's always the diversity is always cool, and it's always something new. Like, is that planned, or do you guys just find that as it's grown over the years that different types wanna come in as well, different variety of creativity?
yeah, I will say that my understanding from vendors and from Jane, who looks after the vendors, is that our event has a very good reputation with, let's say, higher quality vendors, because our show is juried. You don't just book a space; you have to apply, and a small committee reviews those applications to make sure that you're handmade, that you're not that it's original work, that it's a high caliber, high quality. So we don't have crafters that are. I'm not trying to knock anybody. I'm just saying, like, we don't have crafters that are buying ready-made crafts and selling them
Right.
because they got it from Temu or whatever. Like, we don't have that. There's a place for that, but our Dover show is not that. And so we have people that are coming knowing that and looking for that. And I think that's one of the things that has kept keep it strong is that yes, there is turnover, and there is a higher quality of vendor, and that goes right into like some of the non-art vendors, let's say, like the food vendors and things.
Yeah.
It has to be made. Like, you have to have made it and packaged it yourself, and so anyways.
And there's usually something going on at the bandstand too. Do you guys still do that?
Yeah, so one of the things I really like about Summer Festival and most of the Dover things is that our events continue to improve, I think, and have a higher caliber of entertainment, have a higher but it's still right-sized for Port Dover and right-sized for our event. So we haven't, let's say, tried to shoehorn in a beer tent at a huge stage and, like, all that stuff. We haven't done that. It's still, soloists or duos, maybe a trio. Like, it's all still in the gazebo. It's all still small. The volume is manageable. It's still, you can walk around and talk and have a good time, or you
Yeah.
can watch the band. People can dance if they want to on the it's a very much a right-sized event for Port Dover and for the downtown. And I think that also is one of the reasons it's very good, is that you can come to Friday the 13th for the huge party, and that's great. And then you can come to Summer Festival for the nice time, for the nice
Well,
day
it's
with
yeah.
your
I
friends
mean,
or your family and have a good experience and a high quality good experience.
and the Polo Park is the perfect venue for it. That's,
Agreed.
the one, it's just the right size. You can get through there in a couple hours and it's always packed. But like you said, the bandstand, and I like that, for the small businesses on Main Street, it's an opportunity for them that weekend too to make some money as well, which is
Well, they
it
come out on the
opens it up.
sidewalk sales, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, like I say, it's a really, it's just the right event. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
how to say it than
yeah,
that.
it is.
Does it have to be
It
huge? It does not. It has to be right. And that's what it is. So it's a big event. It's not a huge event. And I think that that's appealing for a lot of people. You can walk it, you can enjoy it, you can be there for a few hours and then have lunch first or go for dinner and still make it to the beach and still make it
uh,
to like, it's a good time.
yeah. Is there still I don't know, you might know better, like, how many volunteers do you guys have that help out with that weekend, do you know?
Oh,
Like, we
man.
should give them a shout out because they do
Yeah,
a tremendous job. It's
I don't know the exact number, but I would guess as many as 50, 30 to 50. And that it's and sort of it somewhat varies year over year. So that's why I can't say exactly. It's
yeah,
not the so what it is, like, we have the core, you know, Jan looking after it, I'm looking after books. We have Rachel looking after the band. Like, we have those people that come back every year that are sort of people that mark the park every year, plot it all out every year. Like, all that stuff is every year. Where you get the fluctuation is the people that um, will help sorting books or stacking
yep,
books, or that will
yeah.
help on the ground that day with helping get books, straightening them up on the tables when people pick through them and opening up new boxes and putting up like, so those are the ones that vary. So we just don't know, but it's a like I say, it's a volunteer driven thing, like everything in Dover, like the theater, like the parades, like everything else, like everything the Lions does, like it's all or most done by volunteers. It's huge.
And you guys pull vendors from all over the province, correct?
Yeah, correct. And it's really good because we do have a lot of like you said, there's a lot of new, but we also have a lot of people that call ahead and make sure that we're doing it so they can mark it in their calendars ahead of time because they really want to be part of this show. And so there is some turnover, which you want, like, but there's not a lot of turnover, which is good. And so one thing I didn't mention too is we have an antique and sort of vintagey section on the street as well. That's also very busy. And so that's another high quality thing where you have the same people coming back because they always have new collections to sell. But it's a really good show and they're excited to be a part of it. So it's an excellent thing.
It's, when I decided to give you a shout and I was looking at it and I didn't realize it started way back, I think in 1971. Like, I was just amazed at, ho the one thing I wanna say about it is the consistency. Like you said, it's not too big, it's not too small, but it's always there, and I think when, you appreciate it then. As you age, you're like, "Yeah, this is part of who we are," right? Part of Port Dover.
Yeah, it's kind of like I mean, it's nothing like the Norfolk County Fair, but I mean, it's not nothing. It's not the fair, but it's like that idea where where Lord's Taffy's going to be,
Yep.
and you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
you know that Bandaloni's going to be there, and
Yep.
like, you know what I'm saying, and like, and as I'm saying these things, Like, you know that that's the fair's really good at changing things up and keeping it fresh, but I know where the kettle corn guy is, and I know you know what I mean? That's kinda what I'm saying. So it's similar in that way where it's not stale, but it is always the same size. It's always in the same spot, and there's enough things that are familiar mixed with enough new interesting things that it's worth an experience, and like going to a ball game or whatever. It's still baseball. You've been to a million, but you're gonna see something you never saw before. 'Cause that's the nature of
Right.
right? And that's it. So that's kinda what I mean is that it's such a like you said, a steady thing that is still exciting, and I think that again, that has a lot to do with the organizers and the creativity that goes in with and the people who are excited to be a part of it from outside the community as well.
Uh, Great chatting with you. The Port Dover Summer Festival, Art in the Park, August 15th, 16th, 10 till 6 on Saturday, 10 till 5 on Sunday. Have a great year, Adam. Thanks for doing this.
Well, you're welcome. I appreciate the opportunity, and so does the Board of Trade. They say thank you, and it's very good. Thank you very much.